Well, I think we've got a good location here for our new gardening. If anyone needs plants, they're going to have to come here because there's nothing else around. I don't think our ex-wives will ever find us here.
No, they won't.
They'd never think that we're going to start a cactus store.
So my cactus died of thirst.
You're not good at relationships, are you?
That's true.
Well, that's why we started this. You know, I come from a long line of botanists.
Headed by?
Mendelssohn. He was an avid studier of cactuses.
Right, cacti.
But he kept on getting quills in his face.
Right, like a dog. I mean, that's how he was studying it.
Well, he put his face too close.
Right.
And he was a heavy drinker.
Right.
And I think these cactuses, you know, they're rather devious.
They're
up to something. I put my wallet down the other day, and there was $5 out of it. So I've put up cameras.
Time-lapse photography. So we have to go away then.
I say, you know, we go to Las Vegas for a week and gamble.
Right.
1 week later, holy fuck, I lost a lot of money. It's time to watch the footage.
That's right. Okay, let's put her in the VCR.
Got a good deal on this one. No questions asked.
Right.
And look at this box, VHS cassettes.
Right.
They're just a whole bunch of Pee Wee Herman movies.
Right.
And that's what I recorded over. Okay. They're moving around. You see? Look, they're moving around.
And there's no one with them.
No, that's the sun. Yeah. That's the sun.
Oh, that's the shadow, right?
Yeah, it's coming in.
It's time-lapse, right?
Look, what is that? It's someone. It's someone.
He's hiding behind the cactus.
It's someone on a bicycle.
That's right.
It's the old image of Pee Wee Herman. It didn't erase it properly.
Right. But yet there's still a cactus and it wrote over part of the image.
They're both on there now.
Oh, man.
Oh, look. Someone's coming in.
All right.
I bet it's the Ruskies.
Watch for the telltale signs.
Well, he's got one of those big fur hats. 3CP1 on the back of his t-shirt.
CCCP is Russian for USSR.
Well, look at him. He's going through our drawers.
You have anything to hide?
I was a spy.
Is he going to discover that by looking through your stuff?
I don't know. I don't leave anything except I leave some mementos around.
He's pulling something out of his vest. He's pulling out a ruble.
He's putting down the ruble on the desk.
Yeah.
And he's leaving. Oh, that's a code.
Let's fast forward.
Look at the cactuses, they're moving again. They're moving all over the place. It's Pee Wee Herman again moving around. Let's look for the ruble.
Okay.
This desk is dusty and look at this.
Except there's a circle of cleanliness. So we can estimate the time the coin has been disappeared for.
Yeah, the cactuses were generating up dust because it looks like they're vibrating in the video. They're communicating, they're trying to help us. Yeah, we should have a movie. The cactus will be hanging from a cleft and then a cactus
from a cleft.
That's a cleft, that's a cliff, and it has a cleft in it. The spines on the cactus capture your shirt and hang you, and you don't fall.
Oh, I see.
That's just an episode I'm seeing.
Oh, an episode of what?
Cactus Come Home.
You can have a whole show about cacti.
Yeah, and they do things.
Right.
They rescue people.
Well, they use stop motion animation.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That gave me the idea watching our stop motion animation.
Right.
We can get these cactus to do anything.
That's right. We just move them around.
Some guy made a story about a tire going around and murdering people.
Right.
We can make a story about cactus.
And cactus, it's much easier for a cactus to murder someone.
Oh, yes, it can leap.
That's
right.
It
can leap and plant itself right
into the jugular.
Jugular.
That's right.
That'll be their method.
Right. They'll kill people by
leaping,
puncturing your jugulars.
Puncturing your jugular.
Right, and then they'll scamper away.
Should they scamper or should they hop?
They can move around so that their pots become a wheel and they kind of roll.
What's their motive?
People have been picking plants out of the desert for years.
Oh yes, revenge.
It's revenge.
It's their parents.
That's right.
Family.
Right.
Their
family was murdered.
Oh, and they go down to that gas station and wipe everyone out.
That's right.
And then start a fire. Cactus can start a fire by a wooden match attached to its spine, and then it can spin any strike match.
Right.
And it strikes something, and it's a suicide cactus, because he lost all his cacti. He no longer has any extended cacti. It's called Cacti Go Home. Because we don't want them to come home because they're terrorizing everyone.
Right.
They can puncture tires.
Right.
Yes, you're driving. And the cacti, they leap off out of the ditch and puncture the tires of cars, and then the car gets a flat and the people come out and they go, oh my god, and then dum, 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 dum. We have
it's like Jaws.
Dramatic music.
Oh, you know what we could do? We could have the cacti along the ditch, so from the side of the road you see only the top of the cactus, just like in Jaws.
Because they're peeking.
They're peeking, or they're trying to see what's going on.
And they don't want to be seen.
Right, so they go in the ditch.
The element of surprise.
That's right, and you only see the top bit of them.
Say the person hears a sound.
Right.
And just before they attack, and the person turns around and goes, honey, did you see that? They see the desert, right? All right. and there's cactuses everywhere. But every once in a while, there's some cactuses, and they're in little clay flower pots because they're the cacti that are coming to get them. But they stop when they're being
looked at, right,
because
right.
they don't want to be seen.
Right.
They'll just think someone had a cacti they didn't want, and so they went out in the desert and put it in a pot.
That's a reason for revenge. Right.
A house-bred cacti doesn't belong out in the wild.
No, it doesn't.
So they get pissed off, and every human they think is the person who put them there.
Right, because cactus can't tell the difference between...
They don't have good facial
No, they don't have
recognition.
It's like they can't tell the difference between laughing at and laughing with.
No, that's
right. You
right.
don't want to laugh at the cactus.
Because they don't get it.
They think you're laughing at them.
These cacti are looking for better self-esteem.
They've tried psychiatrists and it just hasn't worked.
Psychiatrists just take them and put them on the windowsill. And then they charge. And who do they charge? Of course, they charge the owner of the cacti who brought them. Psychiatrist bills are too high. But then the owner says, this cacti is costing me too much money. And they go and they put it out in the desert.
Right.
Ooh, that's how we can start.
Right.
We'll start the movie on a very creepy, windswept gas station.
Right.
And this fellow will say, my cacti is depressed.
That's right.
I'll take it to, and he looks in their book, and there'll be botanist psychiatry.
Right.
And he brings the cacti there. Now, this sounds absurd.
Right.
But with the wonders of action, animation, photography...
It'll make sense.
It'll make perfect sense.
People will buy this idea.
They'll love it. It'll be a cult classic. We're making a cult classic.
We're making a cult classic.
It'll get no Academy Awards.
We're artists, and we will not sacrifice our artistic integrity.
Yeah, I want to make money to pay for all those gambling debts we just got last week.
Right. What about wild cactuses that people kind of start to feed like bears, and then they come into their house?
No, they're no longer afraid of humans. And say a woman gets up, one morning she gets up, her husband's gone, but there's a cactus sitting there.
A cactus reading the newspaper. And she screams. Yes. And when she screams, the newspaper drops, and there's the cactus. Okay,
it's time for lunch.
We have concluded our broadcast schedule for today. Good night.